hours we have to go. I really couldn't pick anything that was more critical than anything else, but I think it's the time factor now that we're just going to have to watch and be sure that we continue to operate the vehicles in such a fashion that allows us to live and operate effectively that long in the lunar module, or else we're going to have to go on the command module and start using those batteries, which we don't want to do.
General Jones, can Iwo Jima reach the landing area, the 142-hour landing area, in time to meet them?
I'm not sure. Well, yes, we can reach the areas that have been mentioned in terms of planning. It is now somewhat south of that, but it'll move to now is moving toward a position which is will about split the difference between the two landing areas that have been mentioned. Not the free return, not the free return area, but the areas in mid-Pacific.
I'm speaking of the one with a landing at 142 hours GET, which is something like 600 miles south of Samoa, as I plotted the coordinates.
Yes, it'll be able to reach that.
Louis Alexander in the second row is waiting.
Glenn, how fatigued are the astronauts, and how much rest are they likely to get?
Well, I guess you can tell as well as I, from the sound of their voice. I think they've had a long day. This actually started to happen at about the end of their normally planned day yesterday or last night, and as everyone can tell, we've been working at a fairly busy pace since that time. We do have some sleep time or rest time scheduled for them, and I think they'll take advantage of that and continue to perform. I'm sure they'll be glad when the next burn, the one at 79.5 hours, is behind them, because that'll give them a little more opportunity to relax. And we'll just see how they sound as we go along, Louis.
This is going to have to be the last one. This has been a very long shift for these men. Zach, you have something, then we can...
Glenn, when do you have to exercise these options? How much more time do you have to mull over all the problems and decide one way or another what you're going to do?
As you would expect, and I'm sure you who have covered the flight know, we'd like to be sure that we've thought out all options as long as possible. But I would suspect that within several hours of the plant burn, and getting it ready to take care of the pilots. And I think we're going to decide several hours before this upcoming propulsion opportunity, and then we're just going to press on fairly single-mindedly with that approach.
Thank you very much.
As usual in the last 8 hours.
Okay. When we came on this morning, we had already performed the mid-course from last night that I'm sure you've already been briefed on, and the vehicle was in passive thermal control mode, satisfactory calm, and we went around and briefed in the room. We are then and still are on a comfortable trajectory in that we are well within the corridor, flight path angle of about 1/4 of a degree away from what we aimed for. During the night before we came on, they had a battery 2 malfunction, which was reported to me at the last press conference I was at, by the way. We had that blinking, still do, a number of times off and on intermittently, but we have pretty firmly concluded that it is only an instrumentation problem. We're continuing to use the battery, and the battery's performing fine. That battery is one of the descent batteries, battery number 2. We had turned on the telemetry last night, the thermal data that we were interested in getting, the temperature data that we're interested in getting from the vehicle, gave us a lot of confidence that the vehicle was in good shape. I'm speaking now mostly about the command module for entry. We had been on the LEM power. We had hooked up the umbilical from the LEM to the CSM to enable us to transfer power to the command module. This connection is capable of transferring up to 15 amps only. And when we came on duty, we were just starting or had just started to charge battery A. Battery A, you recall, was the one we used some while ago when we were powering the CSM when we were leaving it, when the fuel cells were